We're back here at the arena in San Juan, and set number 1 and set number 2 going to last year's runner-up. De La Salle Lady Spikers trying to snatch that crown away from the defending champions. And boy, coming back 0-5 in set number 2 to take the set in dominating fashion.
That's right. Actually, if you look at the set number 2, you'll see that La Salle played their usual game. It was just like in the first set. But you know what made it more difficult for UST is the fact that they weren't able to maximize Isa-Maizo. They had very poor reception so far in the first 2 sets. And if you talk to the coaching staff, they would actually tell you na yun yung pre-practice nila after that loss in game 1. But it could be because La Salle service is just really difficult to receive. Pero, clearly, it's the reception department that's hurting UST right now.
Coach Ramil just approached his girls right now, and he had that face, he had that body language to say that whole 2 sets to love and them coming back, it should not happen again. We've learned twice that it can happen, and right now the script is the same, 2-0 for La Salle. But UST now, a test of character. They've been the resilient team all throughout, battling injuries, battling health issues, battling 5-setters. They're still here. Loss of players. They're still here at the finals. And can they do it one more time? That remains to be seen.
Well, it's going to be a big challenge because if you look at set number 2, look at La Salle's score. Wow. 14 attack points as compared to only 5 of UST. 5 service aces for La Salle, 2 for UST. Now in terms of unforced errors, there were about 10 for La Salle and 4 for UST. But what's glaring there is the fact that the score in terms of attacks is 14 as compared to 5. Which means
nabawi lang yung error.
Oo, tsaka hindi lang yun hindi nakapag-set up yung UST. So hindi na maximize yung malakas na opensa.
So here we are, set number 3. Can UST stay alive, not only for this series, but just for this game? This game number 2. I see the difference though in the faces of the La Salle girls. You remember last year when you look at the faces, they look blank and they look so pressured, entering the finals. Now they look more relaxed here.
The way they move, the body language, the facial expression as well.
Which can only be achieved by heartbreak. Sometimes.
Learning it the hard way.
Point going to UST here. Let's see what they have. Got to dig down deep now to try to extend not only the series, but just this game.
They need, of course, is to focus. Of course, they want to have game number 3, but before that, it's this game first. But with these errors won't really help their cause. What they need right now is to get a big lead over La Salle para hindi na sila nahihirapan humabol if they do want to secure a win here.
Sabihin ko sana, kung sakasakaling nakalamang dito ang La Salle maaga dito sa set number 3, this might be over early. Because that might really break the backs and demoralize this UST squad. But right now, it's just 2-1.
Because what you need is actually room for you to move.
Combination play! That is a great combination play, finished off by the captain, Charlene Cruz. Let's look at that again. Instant replay brought to you by Shakey's. Shakey's, it's fun family pizza. 3-1 is the score. Great fake. I mean, they haven't got to Maizo a lot, like I said, no?
Front line, I'm guessing that Maizo will be getting more sets. Oh, nobody's there. Maba was actually looking for somebody.
So now UST tying it up 3-all. Jam-packed arena. Over 4,000 last Wednesday. And close to 5,000 today. On a Saturday. Coaching staff says it all. The expression on their faces, the frustration, obviously every point mattering, especially when you're down 2 sets.
And the 3rd set is really a very, very critical set for UST right now.
Might be their last. Simply put, might be their last.
Oh, but there's a net violation. Lucky for UST.
Serving Judy.
A quiet UST crowd here compared to what was going on in the men's finals earlier when they were, you know, beating FEU. And they beat FEU earlier in 3 sets.
Such an exciting game. It was only 3 sets, but it lasted for quite a while.
It was only 3 sets also, but all of the wins of UST were come from behind. No?
And the scores were pretty close as well.
First set actually went
27.
27 pa. With neither team trying to either team trying to finish off each other as Maizo with a front row kill.
We haven't seen much of and heard much from Maizo.
And unfortunately, she will go back row to serve.
Right now, we have Hirotsuji, Banatikla, and Di Makulangan in the front line.
And again, that's the second time that Maizo serves wide. Let's check in with Aaron Torreon.
Work on your reflection, Coach Romeo's words that he's been repeating over and over today, as it really is something he wants his girls to take note of and improve, as it really will be advantageous to them when it comes to their attacks. But at the same time, too, these girls were warned that if they do misreceive the ball, they basically just need to take note of UST's defense right away as to come. And they're just a set away from the championship. These lady spikers were basically instructed to just play as if it were any other set, just giving it their all in order not to commit any unforced errors. And if they do commit any errors, Coach Romeo just reminded them that it shouldn't let it affect them too much. It should just encourage them to do better. The last words the girls heard coming into the court was that they shouldn't throw this set away. They should just keep their eyes on the prize. Bumanan.
Oh, yun yung nakita natin na lumapit na si Coach Ramil dun sa mga babae at sinabi niya, it cannot happen again.
He doesn't want another 5-setter from the girls, but of course
He doesn't want another set, period. No?
That's right. Gusto mo to secure it right away. But of course, it's a different story for UST. Right now, you know, each and every point is just very important, but we're seeing, you know, a few errors coming in, you know, from the service, or hindi maganda yung reception, so hindi sila nakapag-maximize ng opensa.
Chance for UST. Oh, underneath the ball and no flick of the wrist.
Tactical timeout
For the sophomore, Maruba Natikla, which gives LaSalle a 2-point lead going into the technical timeout.
Get a chance to win gadgets good for 12. And Shakey's Monster Meal Deal. Monster prizes 12 for 12. It's a meal good for 12. Win gadgets good for 12. Eat, eat, eat. Enjoy a lot. Monster Meal Deal. Monster prizes 12 for 12.
Brother Bernie with us here at the arena. Part of our UAAP board. Of course, we've been saying that it is finals weekend actually for the women's volleyball tournament, but also the football tournament at the Renchen Field tomorrow in Ateneo. 9 a.m. FEU and UST. It's a best of 3 for the women's division. It tied. So the board decided to go best of 3 for FEU and UST. While at 2 p.m. for the men's division, UP with a twice to beat advantage over UST. That will be covered, but will be aired March 1, Tuesday, 2 p.m. But if you want to watch live, it's tomorrow at the Ateneo de Manila University.
Now that's another defensive error from Maruba Natikla. Maranyo getting ready to serve for LaSalle.
Great take by Going. Too close to the net. And Mercado was at the disadvantage there. 7 serving 9. Check in with Patch Cansana.
There is a dark cloud over the bench of UST, and Coach Shaq cannot believe how fast LaSalle scored, just shoot up in a blink of an eye. Winning is not something you just get, pinaghihirapan yan at hindi hinihingi. You should know that because you are the defending champions. One thing that he told the girls, because they're starting to lose their patience. One reason that is pissing him off is that they can't get a good reception. It closes the chance for them to attack. One thing that they need to realize, according to Coach, is that LaSalle is challenged once they do their combinations. Unfortunately, no play is executed because there is no focus on reception. Another is their inconsistent defense. They have their block but no floor defense. They have the floor defense but no block. They need to have both to win against LaSalle. Lastly, Coach Shaq specifically said that no more chance balls. Panahon na para kargahan ng service. UST holds on to the set along with a hopeful crowd for another chance as they face their most crucial set. Bumananan.
Thank you very much. UST getting that point in a long rally, and Judy Caballero with a sigh of relief more than anything else after that kill, and tying it at 9-all. Sumisipa pa itong defending champions natin. Look at the reaction.
You know, but what we want to see from the Lady Tigers actually is more energy, because at this point you see them very quiet. You know, just take it's right to take things one at a time, but you want to see that normal aggressiveness that you see from them.
Mercado making the adjustment. Di makulangan. Back set to Ortiz. That's out, but it's a touch. There's a touch at the net by Paning Mercado. Which,
for UST, they have to take advantage of all these points that they will get out of LaSalle.
Hindi lang natin makita dun sa angulo na yun. As Maribanatikla serves. This time they go to Jack. Alarca. And another point. Tying the game at 10. 2-0 for LaSalle here in game number 2. They win today, they wrap it up. 6 championships is what they're going for. The first one coming in 2000. Your championship and came in
2004.
Makulangan goes to Caballero. Going for the back zone.
Smart move by Caballero.
The Chacruz could not move laterally to get it. Well, speaking of the UAAP in general, UST holding a 32-point advantage over second place LaSalle in the general championship tally. That's 262 to 230. So hindi na mahahabol yan kahit na whatever happens with the football and the volleyball tournament. UST is headed for a 5th straight double championship.
Wow.
As it also leads the overall race in the juniors division. It has won the seniors general championship in the UAAP. Check this, 25 out of the last 27 years.
Amazing record.
That is unheard of. That is a crazy record. General championships po ang pinag-uusapan natin sa seniors division. 25 out of the last 27 years has gone to UST.
And that's where you see that they don't only just focus on the major sports,
which is basketball and volleyball.
Basketball and volleyball, but you know, they excel in other, well, technically not aired or not covered na sports, which is very good.
It is a football nga. In men's and women's, they're both in the finals. FEU versus UST in the women's, UP and UST in the men's. So we're giving you a little bit of an overview as season 73 is about to end kasi, ano, and for all the events. 13 serving 11 now. Lamang na naman ang LaSalle. Stephanie Mercado playing in her last year.
Over-receive for UST. And that was overreaching for Gonzalez, who is a backliner.
Timeout UST Tigresses.
And the lead is 3 now. Crucial timeout for Coach Shaq.
Kasi suka na maayos. Sayang yung bola, oh. Tapos timing tayo sa block. Nauna. Masyadong gigil na gigil tayo block, pero nakukuha. Pagbaba, saka palang papaluin, eh. Ha? Go.
Oh, there's a little bit of a resignation in the voice of Coach Shaq in terms of giving his instructions now. He's just like leaving it up to the girls now to try to gut this way out, gut themselves out of here. Well, LaSalle in the meantime is looking like they've learned their lesson from the last 2 UST encounters. They want to finish this one in 3. They want to shut out the team that shut them out last year. Back set to Caballero. And Chuck Cruz was there.
Walk for the great green Archer Wall.
The faces of the lady spikers.
They are incredibly confident right now. And Chuck Cruz has done it all for this team. Walang pahinga yan, ha?
Dire-diretso. Put that up.
Maizo puts so much into that. Targeting the back row. They go again to Cruz. Trying to swipe it out. Maizo underhand set. Back set. Kumabaw with that spread bomb attack of hers. Maizo again.
Oh, but you can't get
Maizo,
that ball.
Cross court kill.
Very sharp, very strong.
This is the girl they'll rely heavily on. They've relied on her all throughout the year.
You never leave her with just one single block.
This communication. Going and Maranyo both going for it. The dig. They go back to Aiza, who doesn't get a decent set.
Oh, that's too high for Alarca.
A costly error as they tie the ball game. Talking about UST here, 15 all. And Coach Ramil comes with a smirk, comes up with a sarcastic smirk.
Look at that. It would have been a good timing if the ball was just a bit lower than that.
Underhand set again. Caballero. Kohing trying to keep it alive. But now UST taking over and getting into the technical timeout. First, we will be back.
Sa special episode ng AOPO, si Ryan ba in-invade ang itikan?
Ito na.
Para malaman kung paano gawin ang isa sa mga popular na pagkain Pinoy.
Balot is looking at me, no? Buka ko parang balot!
Kaya rin kaya ni Ryan kumain ng balot?
Basta ito naman. Look! Ayoko balot! I don't like balot!
AOPO special episode March 7, Monday, 1:30 p.m. sa Studio 23. Iba, kabarkada!
Back here at the arena in San Juan. If you don't recognize her, Phil St. Kainglet. Here at the arena in San Juan. For the more popular players, the UAAP Volleyball, Women's Volleyball Tournament. Watching the game. Actually, yung sahig natin dito sa arena, and ang daming nakaupo. You can see it there in that shot earlier.
Even the bleachers.
Photographers, the bleachers. Everybody else, the kids are out. A Saturday weekend. And LaSalle behind though, 15-16. I am surprised that they're not going to Aiza Maizo a lot here. I would, if I were UST right now, this is just me, I will gamble on her right now. This is your last chance. She is on her last year. She has been delivering for you all year round. Win or lose, as much as I can, I'm going to Aiza Maizo right
And that's
now.
how you see they play their past games when they really need points. If it's a crucial point, a crucial part in the set, they go to her even if the reception is bad.
There you go. Porsyentuhan na. Yun yung sinasabing porsyentuhan na natin. You go to your go-to girl. You live and die.
You change it once in a while,
Yes,
but you know
of
that
course.
majority of the plays would have to go to the high percentage attackers, especially, you know, in a very crucial third set when they need to win very badly.
She's not a best scorer for nothing. Kumabaw. Oh, what a strong kill from Michelle Kumabaw, the best blocker of the league. Turning out to be a double threat for LaSalle in the years to come.
Sir Michelle Kumabaw.
And we are tied at 17. Joanne C. getting ready to come in here at the sidelines. Interesting move by Coach Ramil de Jesus if she does come in.
Short for Aiza
They go to
Maizo.
Maizo, but Maizo commits that error.
Pero malayo yung set din
It's
kasi.
really far at the attack line.
Yes. You gotta give her a decent chance here, and that all depends on reception, as you have been preaching the last 3 sets. Mitchell. Costly. 18 all. And now, Maizo is back serving. Cha Cruz. Maizo was there for coverage, as always. Banatikla.
Oh, but couldn't cover that ball.
So they get their nose ahead here in this game. 19 serving 18.
And UST, of course, making sure that it won't be too late for them. Try and make it and win this third set.
Cha Cruz. Banatikla saving that. Joust at the net. And they go back to Maru. Checked. Another joust. Dimakulangan and Maranyo against each other. Oh, Dimakulangan winning that one.
Maranyo.
A very crucial point in this game. And just when you think that UST is flatlining, there are signs of life from the defending champions. That is an incredible point.
Nagmamadali sila yun. It looks like the girls can see na 7 points away from winning the set. Minamadali nila lahat, but it's not working to their advantage. In fact, they're giving away more points to UST, and UST now is really taking advantage of that.
And the crowd is feeling it, and they're back in this game. They have been silent for almost a full set.
And if there's one thing about UST, we know that this team can really come from behind, and we saw that in the first game.
And we also know that they can get energy from the crowd. They have been known to do that. Sometimes,
I think Ramil sinasabi niya, ayaw pang matapos.
matapos. It's a familiar script being written here.
Good call by Alarca.
And now this is what I'm talking about. Juan, the former rookie of the year last year, comes in for Esperanza. So who is going to be setting now?
Cha Cruz, of course, will be setting. Remember, looking back in the past years, Cha Cruz was actually being fielded in as the setter of the team.
Alternating with Martinez.
The dual roles. Look at Cha Cruz.
Setting up Maranyo. There's a violation here. On shot.
Not in the right position to set that line. Look at that. Nag-move pa siya going to the net.
Ayun, tapos
Nag-crossing.
lahat na ng violation.
Oo, dami. And you can see the ball. Ikot
Tama. UST coming back here. Legal set by Melissa Gohing.
Ortiz.
Chance here for Lasal to put this point away. Maranyo. Chance for UST this time. Maru Banatikla. Coverage by Cha Cruz. Juan opens up to Mercado. Kuha pa. Maizo taking it. Back set. Mercado, what a save by Karangan. Long rally here. Bad reception. Underhand. Correct, like Paul.
This is an interesting substitution that was made by Coach Ramil.
It's a gamble. That's what it was. Lumaki yung labang. 23-19 here. UST 2 points away from extending this match. Wrong timing.
The set was too high.
This is not. Are you kidding me? Really?
Come on, this is what USD is known for.
now at set
Wow. Deja vu at the arena in San Juan.
Raman sends that one long.
Everybody at the edge of their seats here. LaSalle just getting a little bit comfortable in their seats. And medyo napunta dun sa dulo ngayon.
And now they cannot commit any more mistakes.
Correct.
Otherwise, they get the set of UST.
That's a rare error on reception by Isa Mizo, who's one of the best
She's
ever.
actually the best receiver.
One of the best ever in women's volleyball. This year, the best receiver. Marano.
Marano just going for the sure serve.
Yep. Maru, change of pace on the off speed.
Poor setup by Esperanza.
Hindi na nila tinawag yung net violation. It didn't affect the play. UST, Maru Banatikla. Ang taas ng ball na yun. Esperanza to Mercado.
Good defense by UST.
Arangan was there. Long rally. Cut shot. Cut shot. Cut shot by Stephanie Mercado, the veteran, delivering here, cutting the lead down to 2.
Okay mo, B tapos C. Bigay mo ng tulong. Okay? B at saka C, receive muna tayo maganda. B, C. Tapos, cover tayo. C ang bigay, C. Bigay kang backline. Bigay kang backline, okay? Sige lang. Receive lang. Ano? Kaya pass. Huwag mo i-drop. Kaya mo paluin yan. Paluin mo, ha? Hinga lang, hinga.
I actually saw a smile in that huddle for LaSalle.
Well, he had a good run.
We haven't seen that from them in a while. You know, they've looked depressed the last couple of sets, but the defending champions again. You want to take it, you got to go through them, and boy, they're not making it easy for LaSalle, aren't they?
You know, this is really a test of character for these athletes, especially for UST. They're really hanging on to the third set.
It is not easy. Nerves coming into play. National television. There you go. Stephanie delivering again. Panelo Mercado, the veteran, playing in her last game if they win today, has got them back 23-24. And it is worth the price of admission, this game. Here at the arena in San Juan. Misreception for UST. Chance for LaSalle here. They go to Alarca. The MVP delivering. And tying this game at 24 all. And the LaSalle crowd goes crazy. What a turn of events, Anne.
You know, it can still happen. These things, very rare, but you see a team down against a team that's at 24 already, nakakapantay pa at nakakahabol pa. Only those with, you know, yung character. It's really a test of character.
But they're really proving that they've learned from last year, haven't they? Mercado again! And they take the lead! And they're at championship point! 25-24! And what a game by Stephanie Mercado here! Climbing the ladder for that kill.
Mercado doing an excellent job. You know, the first 2 sets, Mercado was pretty silent. She hasn't received much sets, but she really played, you know, a vital role.
Almost an error. A chance for LaSalle. Esperanza to Alarca. Wow.
Look at UST hanging on.
Oh boy. The shoulders, the knees of these players must be trembling right now with pressure and tension.
You cannot go wrong.
At least I am feeling it. 25 all. Third set. UST fighting for their lives.
Poor reception by Gohing.
Mercado saving this. Confusion on the LaSalle side, UST. Here we go. Back set. Cut shot. Mercado again. Check this time. Alarca. Oh, what a dump ball. Jackie Alarca with a dump ball for championship point number 2. The veterans and Mercado and Alarca are carrying this LaSalle team.
That's right, from what was earlier an already UST game, you know, UST at 24. It's consistency, and you can really see that these girls really want to win the game, but UST not letting go.
UST, as we've known them in many, many years, one of the most resilient teams under fire, not giving up in delivery, tying the ball game and saving championship point number 2.
UST needs to get 2 points.
Makulangan, always a great server. They open up. Kumabaw. Great big. But this is a point again for LaSalle. Championship point number 3. Kumabaw also been delivering all year for LaSalle.
Big improvement for the sophomore player.
Stephanie Mercado.
27-26. Unbelievable action here at the arena in San Juan. Who is going to blink first? And chance for LaSalle. Ja Cruz. UST. And UST wins it! UST wins it! UST championship number 6 on a UST error. That's LaSalle with championship number 6 rather on a UST error. The LaSalle Lady Spikers showing a lot of character and lessons learned from last year, sweeping UST in the finals.
Remember, they had to learn the lesson the hard way, but you know, all the hard work this year really paid off. You mentioned earlier, pati mga cellphones kinukuha, and now it's such a sweet victory for the Lady Spikers.
Ja Cruz, and here comes Di Makulangan, and then the error by Maisel. And the coaching staff of De La Salle taking back the championship that they won in 2009. And USC taking it last year, and now they're back at the top of that volleyball mountain. And the girls who have been focused all throughout the year, and again, let's admit it, unbeaten this year on the court.
Unblemished record on the court, and you know, they have 2 graduating players, Alarca and Mercado. It's such a good exit for these graduating players.
Ja Cruz with the option to play next year, and it's without question that, you know, she wants to come back, and I'm sure Coach Ramil would want her to come back. And look at that, the Archers, the display there. Obviously something that they kind of rehearsed. They win today, and they do in straight sets. 25-18, 25-17, and a nail-biting 28-26 set number 3. UST, your thoughts? And this year, a very tough year for the defending champion.
A lot of challenges. UST faced a lot of challenges, but they showed us, you know, a lot of good games. And, you know, Isa Maizo, of course, always there. One of the most, I'd say, no, one of the players na talagang admired, even by the other schools.
Correct.
It's sayang. This season, sayang for them. But, you know, they showed a pretty good year. They made it up to the finals. They've been consistently the number 2 team all throughout.
They're naubusan sa dulo. Our Shakey's best player, Shakey's It's Fun Family Pizza. How poetic. Playing her last game, Stephanie Paning Mercado.
Yes, Boom, I'm here now with the Shakey's best player of the game, Stephanie Mercado. Una-una, congratulations, Steph.
Thank you so much.
So, this game, nakuha nyo in 3 sets, pero sa last set, medyo nahirapan nga kayo as we see. What was going through your mind the whole time para hindi maapektuhan ang performance mo?
Inisip namin, since nanalo kami ng Game 1, for sure hindi papayag yung UST na matalo na lang sila ngayon. For sure, bibigyan nila lahat ng makakaya nila. So, naghanda kami sa preparation ng UST na yun na sinabi namin sa sarili namin na hindi kami papayag na makuha pa nila tong Game 2. Tatapusin na namin ito ngayong Saturday, which is natapos naman namin.
And second of all, ang dami niyong pinagdaanan. Last year, as you said, you lost. And then this year, madaming controversies. What does it mean to you na mapanalo yung championship and on your last year pa?
Sobrang happy, as in sobrang happy. Hindi ko ma-explain kung ano yung nafe-feel ko ngayon. Na after all ang pinaghirapan namin, lahat ng trainings, lahat ng pinagdaan namin challenges, sobrang thankful kami kay God na binigay niya tong championship na to.
Well, it was definitely well-deserved. May gusto ko bang batiin?
Yes, babatiin ko yung family ko na nasa Bulacan ngayon, nanonood sila. Tito Dave, Tita Jo, and tatlong anak nyo. Tito Alem, Tita Delia, and to my mom who's watching live stream now in Singapore. Hi, Mom, I miss you. And then si Kuya Mel, CBE Department, Marketing Department, thank you so much for the support. And pati na rin sa fans na sumusuporta sa DLSU, thank you so much. Hindi nyo kami inawanan.
Thank you, Steph. There you have it, Stephanie Mercado of the DLSU Ladies Spikers Season 73 champions.
Thank you very much, Erin. Let me just say, first of all, if the great media De Vega Mercado is watching, we want to say what's up to her because, you know, we are obviously always honored when she is here at the arena or watching us live stream from Singapore. And of course, she lost a grandfather this year, and I'm sure she's dedicating that victory to the grandfather. Pading Mercado, at 24-22 and UST almost there, she delivered.
That's right. Actually, it was a big turnaround though for the team, for LaSalle. And what's important there is talaga they really held on to it. They made sure that every move that they made was really worth it and would be converted into a point. And that's very important. Yung kapit nandun. And you can really feel the leadership and seniority because the veterans, you know, the seniors in the team really stepped up towards the end.
Last year, that couldn't have happened with the way they played, the pressure that they felt. But they learned from that experience. They met the pressure head on this year. They came back 3 championship points, and the big point, the former Rookie of the Year, Juan, now finally getting a championship. Stephanie Mercado, part of the 2009 champion team with Ila Santos. Congratulations to DLSU for their 6th championship in the women's volleyball tournament. We will be back to wrap this baby up.
Season 73 of your UAAP, the finals.